you want your child to land at a school where they feel like it's part of their community. We're very excited to be unveiling for the start of next year. We're going to be reintroducing about 12 advanced placement courses. There's a lot of pride we take in our students, but there's always these flashes as they're getting ready to walk in or as they're stepping up and they're receiving their diploma or perhaps an award. If I were thinking about the 3 words to describe Kiski, I would say community, I would say experience, and I would say support. Kiski has always been known for having a strong academic program for students that want to be academically challenged. Kiski's a great option for us. And we're very excited to be unveiling for the start of next year. We're going to be reintroducing about 12 advanced placement courses. We looked at to add and strengthen the rigor of our academic program there. I would say in general, Kiski has been known for having very strong math and science programs. Many of our students have continued on after Kiski to college and graduate work in both engineering, technology, pre-med, architecture, and of course, lots of other areas. But I think that has been something historically over time that we've done very, very well with. And when I think about some of our unique programs, we do have this one entrepreneurial style course called Invention Land. I just love it. It sort of allows our students to come up with a concept. They get to develop a life-size prototype, create a marketing plan, develop a budget, and ultimately pitch this idea to investors. It's kind of like our version of Shark Tank, if you will. But what I really love about it is that it gives our students some very real-world, hands-on experience. During this process, what they come to realize is that they need to be very creative. They also need to be very collaborative. They also need to learn some of the real costs and reality of production and the impact of clever marketing. And so I feel like that's a class that sort of starts teaching a lot of different techniques that many of our students could spark an area of interest in terms of a career path, but most often gives them some skills that are going to help them be very successful later on in a course in college, perhaps in their first job. I would say Invention Land has been one of our signature classes. Because we're a boarding school and we're primarily a boarding school, what we're really looking for is students that are interested in embracing living at a boarding school, embracing all that it has to offer. So saying that, I would say we're looking for students who are interested in pushing themselves outside their comfort zone. That can be in the classroom, that can be in the athletic fields, that could be taking on leadership positions, you name it. There's so many opportunities here at Kiski. We're so fortunate in a boarding situation that we have them not only during the daytime during classroom and in the afternoon during athletics, but we have all of that great time in the evening as well. That students that really want to embrace being at a small school that has big school opportunities would do well at Kiski. Students here are certainly going to be challenged. We're going to push them to do their best, but they're also going to be supported and they're going to be encouraged. We really believe that this is the best way for the students that are here at Kiski to discover who they are, find out what their strengths are, find out what their weaknesses are. Those are the types of students that I think we're looking for here at Kiski. As I sit here in the admissions office, I certainly want to tell any families that are interested in exploring Kiski, take a small step. We'd love to hear from you. Our office is relatively small. We're a relatively small school, so we're highly interpersonal, right? We will hop on a Zoom call, a WeChat, any way that we can get connected to families. We love to do that. We love to start at a point where we're getting to learn a little bit more about the student. It all begins there. It's knowing a family's expectations, a student's expectations, and then telling them more about Kiski and how perhaps we can support those expectations for the family. We would love to stay connected. We'd love to reach out. We have opportunities for virtual events that we host. We also have a virtual tour. It's very easy for us, without a family being here, get as much information to them as possible. The other piece of advice I would give, probably this would be given to students, is for me, it's really important for you to just be yourself. I know that going through the admissions process can sometimes seem incredibly intimidating, but we're here to make it seem less intimidating for you. And at the end of the day, what we really want to do is we want to get to know you as a person. The more authentic you can be, the more real stories you can give us, and really think about what you're looking for in your high school experience. Those are the types of things that we want to hear. Don't hesitate to connect with us. We'd love to hear from you. And two, just be yourself. I would have to say that graduation day for me is always my most memorable experience. And I feel like I can remember bits and pieces of every one of the graduation ceremonies that I've been a part of. And I think part of that is the ceremony is beautiful. There's a lot of pride we take in our students. There's always these flashes as they're getting ready to walk in, or as they're stepping up and they're receiving their diploma or perhaps an award. I have all these little flashbacks, oftentimes thinking right away to that moment when I first met the student, usually during the admissions process. And in most cases, they were 3 or 4 years younger. They were nervous. They didn't know what to expect. And to see them now at that place, they're confident, they're proud of their achievements. They have this sisterhood and brotherhood of friends that they've really developed that I know is going to last a lifetime for them. And they have a tremendous sense of pride in their school. Many of them might have been very excited when they arrived here at Kiski, but to watch that school pride build over 3 or 4 years is tremendous. And we've watched all the little things that got them along the way. Maybe going out for the swim team when they really did not consider themselves a swimmer, to someone scoring the winning goal in a championship soccer match, or taking a lead role in a play. All of these things have helped them build their confidence. I have a real sense that they're going to go on and do great things in their next step from Kiski, which for them, really all of them will be heading on to college after that. Other added bonus is getting a chance to see their parents. In some cases, we only see their parents sometimes just at the beginning when they drop them off, and sometimes when they come and attend their graduation. And we've had lots of correspondence throughout their time here, but to see the families and the excitement and all of that, yeah, for sure, I would say graduation is one of my favorite times. Prior to coming and working here at the Kiski School, I spent about 14 years at a different school in Albany, New York, and it was a day school. They had a few international students when I was there, but I was really tasked with growing that international student population. What I quickly realized is that we had to rely a lot on host families. I found myself several times in a situation where we had a student who still needed to be hosted, and it was right before the beginning of the school year. Over the course of about 9 years, my husband and I were so fortunate to be the host parents to 5 Chinese girls over the range of 9 years, and they would stay with us for 1, 2, in a few instances, 3 years, the entire time that they were at that school and stayed through graduation. They became a part of our family. They stayed with us through many of the holidays and breaks. They got to know our children. We did celebrations. I was so fortunate in some of my trips over to Asia that I actually had a chance to meet their family back in their home country, not just when their families came to visit me. And I got to meet their extended relatives and their younger siblings, if they had any, or older siblings. I got to taste their favorite food when I was over there in their country. And it really created a very special bond. I think about that often now that I'm in a boarding school and sort of what those families are looking for. It kind of goes back to, you want your child to land at a school where they feel like it's part of their community. We have stayed in close touch with the girls that lived with us. Now they've all gone on to graduate from college, go to grad school, they've gotten married, they've been in my children's wedding. And you see how that in many ways makes the world such a smaller place. It's been incredibly rewarding. And I also think that that gave me a great insight, particularly with this group of students that we hosted that were from Southeast Asia. It really gave me some insight into their culture, in how perhaps they're interpreting things when they're over here in the United States, study habits, study patterns, expectations from their parents. I've carried that with me as I've gone. Now that we're at a boarding school and everybody's just sort of here as one big family, I've really carried that over. It was a valuable experience, not only for myself and my husband, but also for my children as they really got to explore another culture that close.